Hello and welcome to Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty in the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. So, let's see. Master book. No, we're not going to see that. Screenplay book. There's a thing for reading all of the screenplay book stuff. We'll do that. I might do that after. I didn't do it for the Metal Gear Solid 1, but I might do that after this. What's in the download? Japanese language pack? No, thank you. I don't understand Japanese. Language. That's fine. Screen. What options do we get? Original mode. Adjusted mode. Oh, what the fuck? Internal resolution, original, internal upscaling, default movie, original. What if I do adjusted mode? Produces a sharper picture than original mode. Depending on your setup, game performance may suffer when not set to original mode. Should you experience set instability, please change your settings back to original mode. And then there's custom. So we get full HD. What? Or original. Display the game in FHD resolution with bilinear interpolation. What? That'd just be in 1080. Okay, internal upscaling. What is WQHD? Hold on. WQHD. What the hell does that mean? Wide quad high definition? Refers to a display resolution of 2560 1440. Okay. Or we can do 4K. Original. Alright, so if we go back here, it's full HD, 4K, high resolution. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and try that. There's no settings there, notices, whatever. It's running on a PlayStation 5. Like, it should be able to handle that. It's a PS2 game, for God's sake. Blue Point. Oh, yeah, because this is based on Blue Point's recreation of this stuff. Right. That was a good recreation. I have that disc. That's probably how I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid 4. It's definitely how I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, but it's probably how I'm going to have to play Metal Gear Solid 4 unless Konami gets their act together after Delta and releases Master Collection version 2, which at least has to have Peace Walker. At least has to have Metal Gear Solid 4. I would love for Portable Ops and Acid to come back, but that's just me being weird. I guess the question is, on Master Collection Volume 2, would they just include the definitive edition of Metal Gear Solid 5 with Ground Zeroes or not? I would hope so. Damn. Lara Cody. Vanessa Marshall. Mala Gale. Look at all this DNA. Jennifer Hale. Who's Jen Hale's voice? Why does that name sound familiar to me? Written by Tomokazu Fukushima and that other guy. Director Takashi. God dang it. Director of Program Kanazuba. Oh my god. Soy Toyota. Leader of Motion Capture? Assistant Director goes. Oh my god, is this running in like 2 times speed or something? Why did it show us the music guy for so long? Ending theme, Rika Muranaka. Military Advisor, Motsudo Mori. Main title designed and produced. Okay. I can't read any of these things. They're too fast. I can't say them out loud. while reading them. God, I love the Rex. Not the Rex, the Ray. The Metal Gear Solid. I'm sorry for spoiling that. There's a new Metal Gear. We just saw it. I think we're going to see it in like the first 2 hours, though, if I get my act together and get through the ship at a decent pace. I don't remember that part. Also, question. Did they just not have this opening when you put it in the original PS2 game? Because that spoils the whole you play as Raiden. Alright, what do we got? We got Snake Tails. What is Snake Tails? Hold on. What are Snake Tails? I've never... MGS2 Snake Tails. What is that? Are a set of missions ran and directed by Tomokazu Fukushima for Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence, where the player controls Solid Snake through a variety of themes and environments. We'll do that afterwards. I gotta remember to do those afterwards. Special. Basic actions, previous story, photo album, dog tag view. Let's catch up. If you guys haven't seen my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 1, I understand. But the New York Mirror. That's all we get. 10 pages. We can read through this. It'll be a good episode 0. In the darkness of Shadow Moses, the unofficial truth. Author Natasha Romanenko, and reviewed by George Franklin. Some topics in the recent American past have the immediacy and the power that still engages our collective imagination. Names like the Grassy Knoll or Roswell roll off our tongue with deliberateness? Yeah. Reserved by most other nations for holy lands. With his new non-fiction account from Natasha Romanenko, Shadow Moses, the scene of a nuclear siege 2 years ago, is set to join their ranks. Official history states that the takeover of its nuclear weapons disposal facility on a lonely outpost in the Fox Islands, Alaska, was the work of a radical right-wing group. Their demands for the release of a group members incarcerated in federal penitentiaries were never met, and the incident was speedily resolved by the successful deployment of a commando unit. BS. The author asserts. Romanenko says that she served as an advisor to the nuclear emergency search team and deconstructs what she claims to be a cover-up story by the government with precision. According to the author, Shadow Moses Island was nothing less than the U.S. Army's testing grounds for a top-secret weapon known as Metal Gear Rex, an all-terrain bipedal tank with advanced nuclear capabilities. As for the facility's takeover, Romanenko alleges that it was the U.S. military's own shadowy wetworks force, known as Foxhound, that staged an armed insurrection in a bid for Rex's possession. The government responds to this crisis by sending in a lone operative, a former Foxhound member known only by the codename Solid Snake, into Shadow Moses. His infiltration is aided by a remote mission control team consisting of an unidentified Colonel Campbell, a Foxhound medical chief Naomi, a radar and electronics expert Mei Ling, supposedly a teenager? What? What? Oh God, Snake was oh God. And the author herself. Wait. We had Mei Ling, we had her, we had Miller, who was dead. Nastasia, what the fuck? Oh, right, Nastasia, the weapon. Oh my God. Okay. Once on the island, Snake joins forces with the Metal Gear's developer turned prisoner Otta Khan to eradicate the weapon of mass destruction. Among the other remarkable characters that make an appearance in Romanenko's expose is another Foxhound commando, a revolver virtuoso called Shalasakska, as also known as Revolver Ocelot. One of the most controversial allegations in the book deals with this figure's connection to a disavowed Russian militia led by a Colonel Grulekovich. Romanenko paints a bleak picture of a 1,000-strong, highly disciplined army with nuclear weaponry operating covertly within the American border. Even more irresistible to conspiracy scholars and students of recent history is her thinly veiled suggestion that the whole affair was planned from the beginning by certain forces inside the U.S. government. The U.S. Army and the usual suspects of federal agencies have issued a statement denouncing the book as a complete fabrication. However, with a number of detailed eyewitness accounts that back up the author's assertions cropping up daily on the web, the denials serve more to enhance the book's growing reputation. Shadow Moses is an engrossing read for casual and serious readers alike, kind of like Tom Clancy's, and promises to involve readers in a meaty debate over the truth of the matter for many years to come. Excerpted from the literary review column, all booked up by the New York Mirror. Yeah, I'm only going to read one. I'm sorry. You know what? Hold on. Special. What are the basic actions? First person, throw enemy. I gotta know how to throw. I was running into this with Xmas when we were starting Metal Gear Solid 3. And apparently the controls are fucking weird. With no weapon equipped, use L and the square button near an enemy to throw him. Sometimes this will knock the enemy out, unconscious. Corner view. Up on a wall, you can move the camera with R2. Okay, that's useless. I love how they have Solid Snake as the thing. Climb up objects, roll forward. Press X when running to roll forward, effective to move between hiding spots or over gaps. Hold down X while rolling to start crawling at the end of a roll. Okay. Dragging enemies, yes. With no weapon equipped, press the square button near an unconscious dead enemy to grab his body. Hold down to drag. Okay. Cardboard boxes, those are useless. You hide under a cardboard box and stay still. The enemy will ignore you. If you move when in his sight, you'll be found. Blocking an enemy's path while in the box will cause the enemy to discover you. So you can't be in their path. Got it. Chokehold. Yes, these are important. Walk up into an enemy from behind and press the square button without using the L. Hit the square rapidly to take the enemy out. Okay. Peek around corners. Press L2 or R2 during corner view to peek around a corner. However, you could be seen by an enemy while leaning out, so be careful. Step sideways. Okay. Press the L and R together to stretch up. Oh. Ah. Knock on walls, I know. Rolling attack, I know. Books? Oh, porno mags. Quick change. This is just the tapping. Yeah. Advanced. Jump out shot. While in corner view, equip a weapon and press the square button to jump out. Okay. Hold up enemies. I love how the music got faster. Because, like, if we go back to beginner, it's going to be pretty slow, right? Yeah. And then we go to intermediate, it picks up, right? A little bit. Okay. And then advanced. Enemies as shields. Use an enemy as a shield by strangling him and taking him hostage. Other enemies will hesitate to shoot. You can escape during this moment. Okay. Aim and move. Aim guns by pressing the square. To move the gun while aiming, press both the square and L1. You can also shoot while moving. Okay. Shake out items, destroy radios, fire extinguishers, jump down from hanging. All right, you know what? I'm good not seeing everything. We'll learn as we go. We've already done options. Radar type 2 does not appear during intrusion view. Will not appear at all. Radar in Sons of Liberty. Appears even during intrusion view. We'll leave it on type 2. That's good. That's good. Captions on. Wait. Letterbox or full screen? Let me pull up my phone real quick again. MGS2 cutscenes. Letterboxing. GameFAQs, full screen or letterbox. Search Assuming nothing was changed from the HD collection, full screen should be very, very close to the original cinematography of the PS2, just inside a modern 16:9 ratio, instead of being letterbox inside a 4:3 frame. Okay, I was hoping that would be like an ultra-wide kind of cinematic, so we'll leave it on full screen. Brightness adjustment, own view, normal, item window, group, quick change, unequip. Okay, that's good. That's good to me. Let's start! Tanker and plants. Normal. Radar type 2. Story is fictional and all similarities to characters, groups, or other entities in real life are coincidental.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
I thought stealth suits couldn't work in the rain. Maybe that's a different universe I'm thinking of.
He's right on schedule.
Shalasask.
He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Oh, he said the
Everything
thing!
going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake! Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
I kind of wish they had me interact with the tutorial there with the gun.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
God, I love this game. This is such a cool game. Okay, so let me get used to these controls. So that is first-person mode. Okay. Right stick does nothing. Well, there. All right, we got that. And then... Okay, that's how you run. That's how you put away. Yep. And then we can do like that. Got a guy up there. Okay. Still can't crouch. And then... Oh, we can't stalk with the D-pad? So I have to use simply the stick. Okay. Is that something that I... Hold on. Pause menu. No. No, that's... Yeah. Okay, so we got just the M9. Can't do anything. Okay. Come on, man. Okay. That's such bullshit. I was trying to grab him, but I guess I had the... Yeah, I can't have a weapon. Right. Okay, so we're just gonna put you right back there. What?
Send reinforcements.
Oh, that guy saw me from up there. Shit. What? Damn it. Alright, let's get inside. Damn it, this is not going so well.